What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat basketball channel. Max Strus is a free agent this offseason, and there are some rumors saying that the Indiana Pacers and a few other teams are potentially interested in targeting the free agent sharpshooter, and the Pacers possibly are willing to offer Max Strus a 3-year, $48 million contract for his services. So Max Strus is potentially going to make some serious money this upcoming season based on his relatively strong performance in the 2022-23 postseason and regular season. And so according to NBA reporter Mark Stein, the Indiana Pacers, who are projected to have more than $30 million in salary cap space, are strongly weighing a 3-year offer in the $48 million range, which is just spectacular for Max Strus. I mean, this will be his first bag. I think he was making under $2 million or just around $2.2 million in salary this past season with the Miami Heat. So I think good for Max. I don't think the Heat are going to be able to retain him. We are already basically $4 million away from getting into the second apron of the luxury tax. So we're not going to be able to pay him that $10 million per season, which is roughly the range that he'll be looking for. I'm assuming he'll want anywhere between 10 to 13 million. So the Miami Heat simply can't offer him that much money. We just don't have enough salary or any cap room for that. And also we already have Duncan Robinson, who's going to be on the books for 3 more years. He's going to be making $19 million next season, so he's owed around $60 million of that $90 million contract that he signed. And Duncan Robinson, got back into the rotation, showed the grit, the willingness, and the resiliency, and the adaptability too as well. This postseason, he essentially redeemed himself. So I don't think the Heat are going to be willing to pay such a hefty price to keep Max Strus on this roster. Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports also reported earlier that there are several teams mentioned around the league that could be possible Strus suitors, and some teams that have cap room are the Detroit Pistons, the Orlando Magic. The Cleveland Cavaliers are possibly going to be in the mix with a full mid-level exception that they can offer. So I think the Bulls have also been mentioned as a team who possibly could recruit Max Strus. Chicago, signed Max Strus to a 10-day contract in the past, and they let him go, unfortunately. So Strus, who's 27 years old, he only started in 33 games for the Heat last season, out of 80 total appearances, so was very healthy last season, which was great. He averaged 12 points per game while shooting just 35% from 3. Struggled at the beginning of the year during the regular season, but so did the entire Heat roster. He picked up that pace and shot better in the postseason. So Strus did have a pretty bad finals performance. He averaged like 6 points per game and shot only 19% from 3, which essentially dragged down his overall playoff stats. But he did play good and had some important games in each round, in the first, second, and third round, to help the Miami Heat win some important playoff games. So, I just want to thank Max for his services on the Miami Heat in the past 3 years. I just don't think there's any possibility that we do re-sign him. And, I hope he does make at least $10 to $15 million per season with one of these teams that are pursuing him. So thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.